Good morning. This is Margaret at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live. Kaitlyn is joining me today, so I'm not all by myself. Thank you for joining me.
Oh yeah, I saw yesterday we were one down.
We were one down, but hopefully she's getting better.
Yeah.
Hopefully things are going to be better. So we are going to, thank you, Alice. So we are going to give away today this wonderful little canvas charm pack that has some really cute stuff. The theme is sewing this week, guys. This is the theme. Yesterday was about sewing, a little charm pack, and we have another one. We have spools of thread. We have needle and thread. Just super cute pins, all these starable things. And we could give this away to you. So you know what the deal is, I hope. But you know what? Actually, I hope you don't. I hope you're new. And if you are new, the thing is, what do we do for the new people? Well, not new people, anybody who shares. What do we do?
We enter them into the giveaway.
That's right. So how do they do that, Kaitlyn? Do you remember?
Let me see. They share it and then type in the chat, shared.
There you go. So go ahead and click the share button on your Facebook feed so that your friends and people you know will see our video. And then you go into the comments and put your name, or just the word shared, and we give one of these away for each time we go Facebook Live. So not maybe this one, but something. We give something away each time, and we have a lot of fun. We have so many things to talk about today, guys.
Ooh.
You are going to be really excited to hear about all the classes and all the events.
And before you do that, why don't you say good morning to all your usuals, East and West Coast?
I'm guessing that Debbie's here.
Yes.
Is Debbie here? Hi, Debbie. And she's already signed up for my virtual measuring class.
Oh, nice.
So that was really cool. We've got one of the folks in our shop already wanting to do that too with me. They want to hang out while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
And Kathy is shared.
And Kathy, hello. How are you doing? And then we have Elaine, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Elaine, and she also signed up for the virtual class on that.
Great.
So that was really cool. I don't suppose Mary Miller's on today?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, Mary also signed up. So we're going to have a really great group of people already for the virtual Measure Yourself class. Have you signed up yet? If you haven't, you can be anywhere in the country and sign up for that. It's going to be on Mondays. It starts on October the 10th. So we've got that going on.
And Brenda just shared.
Thank you, Brenda. You're a sweetheart. So the whole thing with today is we want you to know that there's always, it was really interesting. We had a young man come into the shop last week, and I got a chance to talk to him. And he's took our beginning intro to sewing class, our sewing machine demystified class. He signed up for that. He came in after that class, and now he's going to sign up. Alice has put together classes for that's called Garment Academy, and I've got a whole list of classes I'm going to tell you guys about. So those classes, he's already started to sign up for different ones, and he came in and he just wanted to walk around the store. And one of the things I said to him, and I'll bet you ladies all get this, there's just no lack of, if you want to keep on learning and you want to keep your mind fresh and you want to, sewing is the best, absolutely the best hobby to have, because you will never stop learning. I am always learning. And you know, that's really funny because I've run an alteration business now for 30 years. I've done all these different things. I've taught, I started teaching in my 20s. I made 1,000 quilts between, you know, the time I was 21 and 31. And it's crazy because when you think about it, you know, people, oh, you know everything. And you've even, I think, said that to me.
Yeah.
And it's not true. I still have so much to learn. It's funny, Alice was teasing me the other day and she said, Margaret, we're going to get you embroidering yet.
Oh yeah, that's something you haven't done much of.
No, and so I really don't know that much about it. And I'm learning new things about the long arms, and so now I have some really great stuff. And next week we're going to talk about the long arms and some of the new things I learned with that. Yesterday I set up a new quilt.
I don't think you will next week.
Oh, you're right. I won't because we won't be here. That leads me to another thing. Okay, we got to go over here, guys. All right. So we got to go over here. So next Friday and Saturday, Dave and I are going to be at the Indianapolis Quilt Guild. It's going to be up in the Indianapolis area at the Indiana Fairgrounds. It's going to be in the agricultural horticultural building. Don't say that really fast. And it's going to go from 10 to 5 on both Friday and Saturday. Now, I think we're going to try to do Friday up there and be there. And Denise has volunteered to do Saturday is what I thought I understood. And you know, when I went and looked on the calendar, I realized that the week after that, we've got the Hamilton County event. And the only person working at the shop that day is Kaitlyn.
Ruh-roh. Things are going to get crazy in here.
She'll give away everything in the store.
Yeah, big sales. No, that's not true.
So we're going to have to look at that calendar and see if we can get her some help. So anyway, thanks to Alice, and I have some classes on there, and we've just got now a really wonderful calendar for both October and November. Mm-hmm. And so what we've got right now, and thank you, Alice, again. Alice look at her in her t-shirt. Go and get a picture of her in her t-shirt. Look at this. Alice,
great.
She made me up a list of all the classes for October and November because I didn't have the time to do it. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. So we have got one thing that's really cool coming up is that we're going to have the Bloomington Cosplay Society meet here.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to happen
oh my gosh.
in the evenings. And I think that's on what day of the month?
Wednesday.
Well,
Wednesday.
I mean, no. Is it the second Wednesday or the first Wednesday? So first Wednesday of every month, we're going to be having them meet here. And it will be after 6 o'clock.
6:30.
6:30. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's going to happen. So if you like cosplay, this is going to be really fun. So then the next class going on is going to be our Measure Yourself. That's a virtual class. Then Alice is going to be teaching an elastic waist pants, and that's on the 11th and 18th. We've got another sewing machine demystified class. That's going to be on a Wednesday, the 12th. Then we've got the Serger Easy T-shirt class, and T-shirt quilt class, excuse me. I didn't say the whole words. So right up there is a sample that we've been doing. Now, if you've never had an opportunity to make one of these, I'm telling you, it's going to be fast and it's going to be easy. There is no fusible interfacing involved in that class, so that's going to be really fun. And then we've got Garment Academy, and we've got the next thing is our Gail Yellen event. And we're going to spend more time on that here in a few minutes. The table runner is up here, so we need to make sure they get to see that, Dave. It's a really pretty table runner. And you're going to learn how to make this. And that, it can be done on just a serger. Overlocker, if you use the European term, it's an overlocker. Typically in the U.S. we call them sergers. So that is going to be her class on Friday we've got that Friday the 21st. And then we've got the counterpoint jacket. And at the end of this today, I'm going to show you at least one or two things that we're going to be doing and show you how easy it's going to be to add some of these wonderful, we'll spend some more time here in a few minutes on this, but I want to cover some of the other classes because there is so much going on. And I want to make sure you get to hear about them. Now, we're doing this Gail Yellen event, and we want to follow it up, and we're going to make sure that you get to do some really cool things. Like, how about this gorgeous couture looking scarf? Now, I can tell you for a fact, I have seen these kind of scarves at craft shows, and they've easily been $100. How would you like to make your own? Really? Yeah. Alice is so surprised at that, but she didn't realize that. She made this gorgeous scarf, and it is so pretty. We're going to do a class on scarves.
Speaking of classes, and Debbie said, "Hi, Alice. Think about virtual classes. Would love to learn from you."
Aww. So there you go. We're gonna see how this first one goes and see if we can't get some more of those. I know you guys, you're so sweet, and I really want to do more of them. I just need to learn how to do them. You know, that it makes some sense and that we have the camera set up for it and so forth.
And
so
more hours in the day.
well, I mean,
Can't do.
yeah.
We can't do.
So
anything.
so we have software inspirations. That is a Bernina Academy event. I don't think they call it Academy
Academy,
anymore.
it's
It's just a Bernina class that we offer, and it's on the V9 software. No, the V9 software, that is the software where you get to edit everything for your embroidery. Can you do that can you edit things on those quilting designs that they have in the embroidery too? So I don't know what you might do with that, but I'm guessing that would be useful. So there's some really interesting things coming up with that. And you know, a lot of people, starting today, I can't believe today's October the 1st.
I know.
It's crazy.
I don't know where the
Crazy.
month went, but it went really fast in September. So on October the 1st, we started a new sale. And one of the things that's going to be available for people is the folks who want to buy us a Bernette 79 or a Bernette 70, they can get the V9 software creator version. So we're gonna need to start doing a mastery class on that, Alice. So that's gonna be definitely after the first of the year we'll be doing that. Then we're gonna do the Smith Street Designs Embroidery Club. Now, why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Smith Street Designs came up with a portfolio project. They've got 1 and 2. So we're going to schedule these all through next year. I don't have samples done yet, just not enough hours in the day, but starting in November, we're going to do, well, it's the end of October. October 29th is going to be the first one. And everybody bring their machines, and we're going to kind of do them a little out of order because I wanted the Christmas one done in November.
Well, of course.
So by next week, we will have samples of those, but it's a project meant to teach you how to do the things on your embroidery machine, like making an in the hoop little quilted coaster. Fantastic little stocking stuffer for everybody. The next one is kind of a multi-hooping thing, but they made it really easy for us. You don't have to have pinpoint placement. Any embroidery machine can do these clubs.
So it doesn't even have to be, even though we love you to have a Bernina, it doesn't have to be a Bernina?
Does not have to be a Bernina. It
Okay,
can be
so
any
guys,
embroidery.
this is for all inclusive. We're not trying to make these
Yes.
things, you know, and same thing like with our Garment Academy classes. They don't have to have a Bernina sewing machine to do this.
No.
I want you guys to know that a lot of our classes, if it's a Bernina mastery class, of course it's going to be a Bernina related thing. But a lot of our other classes, if you have a different sewing machine, bring it. We can have you do these classes, and they really will pertain to other sewing machines than just our Berninas.
We are dedicated to teaching you to learn how to sew. That's we believe in it so much here.
And
what else have we got?
We've got open sewing finally coming back.
Yes, a couple hours a week, but
Yeah.
you can come join us.
On the 29th, we're
use
going
our
to do
tables.
Right, we've got big tables that you can cut on. You can have table to put your sewing machine on and work. Maybe you have a hand project that you just want some other people around when you're doing
People
that.
have done that.
Wouldn't that
Yes.
be nice? So this is going to be lovely for that. Then we've got on November the 1st. This month is going to go like the wind.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so on November the 1st, we've got an apron class. And is that our Mary Moliari?
it is.
Okay, so we've got an apron class going on. And this one is super cute because it's reversible. So that's really nice. Okay, guys, I'm just named off several things. Gail Yellen's table runner class. Fabulous gift for Christmas. I forgot your camp shirt class. I'm sorry, Alice. I missed that in
then
the
the
25th
floating
in
top.
November. Okay,
That's
October 25th and November 1st, we do have a camp t-shirt class, or not camp t-shirt. It's a camp shirt class. It's the button-down kind of shirt, very simple. The collar isn't a two-piece collar, so it's easier to do.
It's easy.
So it's an easy one, learning how to make yourself a little shirt. Kind of like what I got on right now,
Very
guys.
similar, yeah.
Very similar. So that one's going to be going on. Then we've got the serger floating top. Now this one is a really beautiful top.
Want me to go get it?
Yeah, why don't you go get that? And we're going to let her show that. That one's going to be on November the 4th. We're going to do Embroidery Mastery. That's an Bernina class. Then Software Inspirations for the B9 software again. Embroidery Club. Open Sewing. And the Garment Academy Sewing with Knits. It's just a tremendous amount of stuff. We are trying to make sure that now you've got classes that you can think about great ideas for gifts for Christmas. There's great things there. So if you want to start learning how to make your own clothes, then this top is so fun.
This is the non-serger version, but it's very dressy and fun to wear. So if you've got a holiday thing coming up, we have beautiful fabrics for it.
Imagine putting this on over top of, like I've got right now just a little tank on, and you could have a pair of black flowy pants underneath, or navy ones. I think this one would look prettier with navy pants, but
I wore it with black.
Did you wear it with black? I didn't.
Okay.
Okay. So either one of those would really work, guys. And this top, how long does it take to do, Alice?
Oh, maybe 2 hours. It's
2 hours. The fabric makes
fabulous.
the top.
Yeah.
And it's just a really cute top.
And we're going to use some of our lovely rayon batiks in here. You might have seen a purple one floating around here. So yeah.
The fabric isn't expensive. The first one you get to make with something simple like that. But what's really cool is that after you make it one time,
oh, you're going to make more.
you're going to get a pattern. You're going to have all these things. It's just, you're going to be able to do this really easily. So we have all these different classes coming up. They're going to be using the serger. They're wonderful ideas for your holiday presents. Look at all the new things you're going to learn. I mean, this is just so fabulous. So let's go back, and I'm going to head here, and I want to show people the two patterns. This is going back to the Gail Yellen event, and we've got these two different patterns. I guess it's going to be to my, I don't know what it is on camera, but right over here is the lovely counterpoint jacket, and Alice made both of our samples for us, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. So this is the jacket pattern. Now, what we're doing for you to make this as just a wonderful experience as we can, we have made a sample of every size of this jacket so that you can try the mock-up on. Once you've tried on the mock-up, then we can write down what things you need to alter on your pattern, and then you can either go ahead and learn how to do it on your, doing it on that particular, the counterpoint jacket. You can learn how to do it on that. But you know what? If you have any problems with doing those alterations, if you just bring me the pattern cut out in your size, I can help you do these alterations on the pattern very quickly. Right. I am really fast at this. You can ask anybody. I can whip through them really fast. I just need to know what size it is you're talking about, and I need to see what it looks like on you so that I can go ahead and get this fitted for you, and we can change things. I'm getting ready right now to do mine. Now, you guys are going to crack up. When I do mine, I'm going to have to shorten the sleeves, of course, and then I'm going to have to do a forward shoulder adjustment. I'm going to need to take up the shoulders, and I want it longer. But that's actually not too bad. Those kind of alterations are not too bad. Now, if you're taking the virtual measure yourself class, I can show you some of these very easily how you do it. You know, people think when they see something like this, they're like, oh my God, that sounds so complicated. Sometimes it's just as easy as cutting a little bit off of a shoulder in the front and taping it onto the shoulder in the back. That's all you do for front shoulder. If your shoulder's going forward a little bit, that's all you have to do. It certainly makes it look a lot better if you get that done. So I am happy to help you with all these things. So don't be intimidated by the idea of doing a few pattern alterations. Most of the time it's really simple. And like I said, I'm adding length to mine. I'm going to make mine a longer jacket because while this shirt looks pretty cute this length, I don't like my jackets this short. So I'm just going to add some length to that and we'll be set and ready to go. The table runner class, they don't want us to forget about that. For those of you who have sergers and maybe you don't have a cover stitch machine, any serger brand you can use, but if you want to try out one of our Bernette 64s, or you want to try out maybe our combo machine, the Bernette 68, or maybe you're really thinking about a Bernina, because I will tell you, once you sew on one, you will be spoiled forever. I know I am. So we have the 850, the 860. Those are both sergers. They're air threading, so they're very simple to thread. And then we've got an L890, which is a combination machine. And those are very easy to use because they have a computer assist that will walk you through things. So we want to go back to our jacket. And Alice, what is this stitch right here?
This is the chain stitch. So you need one of those combo machines that does a cover stitch and chain stitch. And I used a variety of threads. This is a 12 weight thread. This is just Isacord. You can have fun with anything. This is flat locking up here.
Which you can do with a serger though.
Any serger can do flat locking. They all do it. So I used our spaghetti thread. It's a 12 weight cotton thread. And I left this one blank so you can see what it looks like without anything in it. I made chain tail. When you do your chain stitching, you can make tail. It's just way too much fun. And so I wove that through there. And then I used, when you do rolled hem, you can just make yards and yards of chain tail for that. So I used that to
So that's what I've got the sewing machine set up to do today. I thought that would be fun to show people how easy that is. Okay, and so we're going to turn her around. And so tell us on the front here, we've got, this is that.
More flat locking.
Flat locking.
And I chose just yarn to go through there. So you can use yarn, regular ribbon. I added some buttons. This is a suede ribbon that can go through there. Same thing on the jacket or the sleeves so you can see it. This is, on this side, this is chain. And then this is the other side of the cover stitch. And then I went back over it with a chain.
Oh, I wondered how you did that. It's really pretty.
This is the rolled tail. You know.
So this is when we do a rolled hem.
This is
that
just
was
the
just the thread without having anything. You didn't do anything special.
Just sat
and
there
then
and
you just
cover stitched it
and cover stitched over
and
top
wove
of
it back and forth as it came in front of the foot.
And that's not a hard thing to do. I mean, these things, I know they look really complex, but they're not really complex.
Nope, I wanted to keep it simple. I kind of go outside of the box and make my own boxes, but I kept it simple for this. This is simple for me.
And what did you use to bind this with, Alice?
This is a mesh we have in the store. It's just a very simple mesh, but I wanted something, I did serge the edges just to keep all the threads tamed. This is a wool crepe type of a fabric, and it has been gorgeous to work with. Just simply wonderful to work with.
And this is one of the possibilities.
And I just bound it like you do a quilt binding.
So this is one of the possibilities for fabric you can choose. You know, if you come in to sign up for this, one of the nice things are that, you know, if you, maybe the various fabrics I picked out aren't your favorites, but we can go through and we can look at what's here at the shop and we can figure out something that you will just absolutely love. But there wasn't, I mean, none of this was hard to do, but I can understand when you see this, it might be a little bit scary. So Kaitlyn's making faces. So she thinks it's scary. So what I want to show you here really quickly is I've got the machine set up here and I've left the variegated thread that Alice did the other day on this. Let me see. I'm going to go here. We're going to do that. So, all right, let's go ahead And this one is just set up. If Dave, if you come over a little closer, people can see. It says right on the screen on this that this is a 3-thread rolled hem. And it preset all of my tensions. I didn't have to do anything to do that. What we did need to do is we needed to change it from overlocking to rolled hem. So that was really easy to do. But the computer walked us through each one of the things that we were going to do. So right now, what I'm going to do, and hopefully we will have everything work really nicely. There we go. Okay. So this, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the fabric so that you can see that. And this is a black linen that I'm doing this on. And this variegated thread is really fun. We've got a call into the company that has this, and see, look how gorgeous this is. So it's really beautiful. You know what? The color's not coming out as pretty as it is on the screen that I'm seeing, but I'm going to just tell you this is a very elegant looking variegated thread. But you know what? There's lots of variegated threads out there, and maybe you even have some and you're wondering what you could do with them. Well, I could take the bottom edge of anything. I could do this technique I'm using right now. You could do this on the bottom edge of your sleeve hem. You could do it like this shirt has on it. Look at this one. This is done exactly like that. They just hemmed it with this. So it makes for a really simple hem. So we're going to finish this off. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and cut that off. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the machine. Now I am actually trying to encourage it to not get caught under my foot. So I'm pulling it just ever so slightly, very light hand on it. And I'm just making this. Now look guys, you know how Alice was talking about making kind of a ribbon out of this? Look how beautiful that is. Now you could do this. This works. Can you do this with a 12 weight?
Yeah.
Or is that too heavy?
No, you can do it.
So you can do it with the 12 weight thread. You can do it with this particular thread is a 40 weight,
40.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 40 weight thread. So it's a little thinner.
Just like Isacord.
Like Isacord. So you could use Isacord. Isacord comes in a wide variety, and we carry all the variegateds in the Isacord. So if you've got a serger, you don't need to have a cover stitch machine. If you just have a serger and you set it up for rolled hem, then you could do this too. So what we're trying to let you know is that even if all you have is a serger, you can do both the counterpoint jacket and you can do, although there are some techniques that we would use for the counterpoint jacket that involve cover stitching. What we could do for you for that day is set you up with a machine that does both things. Mm-hmm. So that will help a lot, and that would get you a chance to try out one of those machines and see how you like it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, we're going to do a tremendous amount of things on those 2 days. We're going to have door prizes. We're going to have, as Denise always mentions, we're going to have chocolate. We're going to go ahead.
Speaking of Denise, I think it might be her out there that's online commenting for the University
Either
of Sun.
her or Tori.
Okay.
Her or Tori might be due. Tori's been really good about helping us with that lately. And so it's been nice to have somebody behind a computer that can go ahead and do all that. So these 2 classes include all your fabrics, all your threads. They're going to include your lunch. And we're going to, after that, follow these up with all kinds of really wonderful things to follow up on these classes. The scarf class, so that you can get to use your serger more. We're going to have, before this, we've got the t-shirt class. So if you're thinking you want to do the t-shirt quilt class, if you're thinking maybe you want to do this, but you don't feel really comfortable with your serger yet, come to that class. We'll be doing the t-shirt stuff. We do some really fun things in there, and you'll get a little t-shirt sample quilt out of it, and you'll get some familiarity with working with your serger so that you can be comfortable, and then you can come into this really wonderful event and have a really good time. Now, those things are all going on. Where do you find all this information? Because of course, I guess you can play this video over and try to write it all down, but that's crazy. So what you need to do is go on to our website, and you can do one of two things. Say that you are only available in the evenings and you only have the weekends available. Maybe you want to look at our calendar to get there quicker and find out what classes are offered. The other way, you can just hit our classes menu, and all the classes for October will show up. And then if you want to go to the next month, you just page through and you can do that. So these are all right there for you. We really want to have you in here for class because we have so much fun. Did you know that with every class you sign up with that day when you're here, you can get 20% off anything you want to buy? So that's really fun. So that's going to be helpful because we always seem to neglect something when we come to class. That's included on the day that Gail Yellen's here. Now that is not included in, we don't give you 20% off classes, and we won't give you 20% off of sewing machines. You might get a better deal than that on the sewing machines. So we've got some fabulous things coming up. But I wanted you to know we just got in some really great books. And Alice just couldn't resist.
Look at this. And I'm excited to look at these ones.
Now, I got these because I wanted to find out if you guys were interested in them. And so I didn't buy a lot of them yet, but I have now an account with the companies who these books are made by. And so we've got some really cute books. So we've got Stitch Magic. Now, Stitch Magic includes both hand and sewing machine texture kinds of things. And Alice shows some of the really cool stuff that's in this.
You were just making that serger tail?
There you go.
That's really cute. I was just
that.
talking too about how throw pillows are so expensive at the store.
Yeah.
And something that looked like that would probably be $60 at the store.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and see, now you can make it yourself. And this is a really cool book to show you how to do some things like that. I like this a lot. It's a very cool book. And this, the Gertie books, I've always liked Gertie's books. I think she does a really good job. She's a dressmaker. She likes to make patterns involving dresses. And what she tends to do is she tends to do garments that kind of have a vintage feel. But you know what? If you make them out of current fabrics, they're going to look as just current as possible.
And classic silhouettes. You can't go wrong with that.
No, this is really nice. So this one has a bunch. The really fun thing that she's got in here is that she ends up showing you how to do your measurements, but you should take my class instead. So I'm just telling you. But what she does is in here, usually she takes, and I'm going to try to find out, we're going to go to page 81 because that is where all the fun starts. So what she strategizes doing with these is including tops and bottoms. So that you don't, for most of us, we can't seem to fit into things in most patterns. Our top is generally different than our bottom is. So what she does is she goes and she designs these a lot of times with like a waist seam right here. So you can go ahead and put 4 different tops with 4 different bottoms.
So like mix and match.
Mix and match completely. It's really great. So there's some really cute dresses in here. And you don't have to get the tattoos, guys. So I just want you, and the patterns are included in the book.
So cute.
So that's really nice. See, like if you don't like a waist seam, here's a really cute dress that doesn't have a waist seam on it.
That's cute.
And it just pulls it in at the waist, but guess what? You don't have to put that on there. You know, one of the things I keep on trying to tell you guys, patterns are suggestions. They are not, there is no fashion police out there. If you decided not to put those 2 bands on the waist, I'm not going to tell on you. Are you going to tell on them?
No.
Okay.
Don't know a thing.
So, look how cute that is.
They're all so cute.
Yes.
Those are in style. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
really cute. So there's a lot of fun things here. And again, if you don't, I'm at the point in my life where I'm not maybe emphasizing my waistline anymore. So a dress like this is really kind of fun because you can put some extra fabric in there and you can just put some gathers and make it look like you still have a waist. So, you know, there is just some really fun things here.
Go up, Marion.
Her swirl dress. So she is already, and look at that border print on there. How fun is that? You know what you can also do is you can use like the skirt parts of these, and the skirt parts could be, you could wear a top like this over top of the skirt.
Oh, yeah.
And then here you go. So really cute. So there are some fun things. And, I love
that's
this dress.
gorgeous.
Look at that dress.
The
Yes.
color too.
Yeah, that's real. Well, she has the perfect coloring for that. If I wore that, I'd look like a pumpkin.
Oh, Margaret.
So crazy stuff. So, all right, guys, I have run over. Big surprise there. It's too much fun. We've got to get going. Alice has got a class starting pretty soon, and I am bad. I have been going too long.
Speaking of Alice, I want to point out now, she has her following from the East Coast to the West Coast and every part in between, and so
Her
they're just
and
giving her
Denise
all kinds
both.
of compliments.
Her and Denise both. Okay, guys, remember, if you share, you could potentially win this cute little charm pack. It's called the Sewing Box, and it is just got all kinds of sewing related stuff. So share on your Facebook feed. Tell us in the comments you've shared, and you could win this. And if you don't live close by, don't worry about it. We can put it in the mail. It's not a big deal. We love all of you. Thank you for being our customers, and thank you for being our friends. And we will talk to you next week. I think I'm going to be able to do Friday, and then we'll talk about next Saturday. I think that we've got Denise in the slot for Facebook Live for next Saturday. So have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.